we could put things on the roof. Or, you know, load up a wagon from one side. So yeah, that's a... I think that's a mod under forklifts. Yeah, 48,000 new. So much more handy than one of these things. These things are quite limited and they have no reach, but they're a little bit cheap. Well, that one's not a little bit cheaper. 8.1 tons. It's only 4.8 tons. That's 1.8. So at 4.8 tons, it doesn't have much tip either. There's a lot of weight at the back. And as I said, uses skid steer attachment, so it's not limited to forks. But to move it, I am going to either need that, it's 15,000, or that, which is 8,000. I kind of do want a smaller trailer, but I'm undecided which one for now. But anyway, we can leave that here, at least for the moment, and use it to load anything. You know, if we buy pallets of seeds, we can load our trailer with pallets of seeds, and yeah, close to the time that we're going to need it on our farm, we'll bring it back at that point. At the moment, I can make do with the tractor and the front loader to load up the potatoes. But, that's really the only thing we need to do today. And it's not snowing, so good thing. What is there? Good grief, it's 11:30 already. Let's rapidly progress our way to January, I think, is the next port of call. Although March is when we're going to sell our sunflowers. I'm not going to bother going to the yard. I don't need to go there. Still kind of disorientating getting out on the right side of the vehicle. I got so used to Farm Sim 19, we had a right-hand drive Land Rover, but you got out on the left side, so you slid across to the passenger seat to get out. I want to check. What do I want to check? My fields need rolled, yeah. Not being rolled. My fields, oh, that field was mulched. I'm not seeing anything significant. It looks like there's a couple of dots of weeds there. Yeah. So I missed some of the weeds during our weeding session, but for the most part that's fine. Tractor's all parked up. Don't need to worry about that. And until spring, we can't really do anything. So we can go to sleep. Yeah. Of course, we may end up with a great demand for sunflowers, which would be a thing. So in general, mods I'm using generally available on the mod hub. I think the only one I am not using is Harvester Stop, and I don't remember where I got it from. but it allows me to read chat while I'm harvesting and not plough over a ton of crop because I'm not looking where I'm going. I do want to check on... Oh, this is already a growth stage 2. And we're still able to put all tyres and tracks on here. And expected yield is 22% short, but once we get nitrogen on the field, this will boost quite significantly. So we'll check the store's online sales and see what they've got coming in. That is big. That's the base game R, isn't it? What the heck is that? Oh, that's a stump grinder. Oh, that's kind of cool and cheap. So the 6R, oh, it does do a front. 6R is 280 horsepower, does do a front loader. 95,000. I guess the next question is 103,000. And that is 280 horsepower. That's more than adequate horsepower. Oh, but I don't know that this takes narrow tyres. Oops. Twin wheels. Mitas, definitely. Mitas don't come in anything but wide. BKT, pretty sure those are standard. Bingo. That's the problem. Wheels and lights. You cannot put narrow tyres on this, otherwise this would be a wonderful option. It's coming with the Asaria already installed. The only thing I would add to it would be front loader arms, 1500. So 96,000. This is a really nice tractor, but no narrow tyres. So I can't do my spraying without killing crop. Big horsepower. What is the horsepower range on this thing? 300 or 280. I mean, that's incredible. You get this with an Asaria Pro Compact, but you can't drive on a field with crops. So, not as useful, I don't think. But hey, that's really nice. And if I had one of those, I could then look at something like this as my spraying tractor. Probably not something like that as my spraying tractor because it doesn't have a front 3-point. This thing, however, you've got the front 3-point. Now this I would put an Asaria Pro on, and I could attach spraying equipment to this and just run out there and do spraying stuff. That's 50,000. That's freaking expensive. That's 50,000. I think that does have an option for a 3-point. It costs 5,000. We're now up to 81,000 for it, and this is 84 straight in. You compare the two. This is 105 horsepower. This is 110 horsepower, and then you're jumping up to this, which is ludicrous, 107,000. And I'm not seeing any significant difference between them. But yeah, if I could afford a small field tractor, the 6R would be a great tractor, and at that price it's cheaper than our 6S, but not going to happen. So I think we'll step back, we'll step in, we can go to January. I'm still not seeing snow. I haven't checked the weather report. We should probably do that. We've got no animals to care for at the moment. So, yeah, this is the point where we're just travelling through time and waiting until we make enough money. Okay, so again with the contracts. That ploughing contract is still there. Nobody wants to do that, huh? And for sale. The 6R's still there. Yeah, big 45-foot thing. Oh, that's the tiny bale stacker. And that is a cultivator at 3 meters. So, meh. Okay, again. I did check contracts, and the ploughing contract was still there. So, oh, it's January. We should sell our potatoes. Unless I can. Oh, hello, snow. Unless I can store things in a grain bin, I'm going to. I'm going to be selling stuff daily. Oh, that's annoying. Or monthly, sorry. So, contracts in January. Still the ploughing contract. That thing came back up again. That singularly useless because you can't put front loader arms on it. And that's huge. 8 meters. Nice. And we got the John Deere. What's that one? 13 meter header. Some interesting stuff coming through on the sales, but nothing I can really make use of. Do I want to sell the potatoes today or tomorrow? Let's see how we do on slippery roads and stuff. Sadly, graphical glitch with the snow. And the map update, we will not be able to drive through the hedges like that because the sticks inside that you chop down to make the hedge go away will have a collision. Oops. Well, walls, however, always have collisions. Okay, lights off, engine off. Jump out. Oh, I'm on the wrong side again. I'm really not getting used. Oh no, that's cool. So our greenhouse or our garden is still working. Because it has a shelter over it. There we go. So we have 4,000 potatoes in storage, so 12,000 litres of potatoes to move. I think I left the forks on the tractor, didn't I? Yes. And did I look at the sales this morning? I can't remember. Okay, I think we'll try something different this time. Well, try some drifting in a tractor. No, I will park it at this angle so it's a little bit easier for me to load up. What have we got in there? We've got the windrower, we've got a rake, we've got the mower. Don't think there's, yeah, we didn't put anything in there. What I might do, since we're going to have potatoes to sell in February, I might keep the tractor hitched and use the long shed to put the tractor and trailer in for now. And then come March, when we actually have tasks to do, okay, let's load it from the front. Of course, this is where having the Teletruck available would be handy. So the 6R did have front loader options, but as you know, as I was saying, we've got the Teletruck, so we don't actually need a tractor with front loader arms anymore. We just need to transport the Teletruck back to the farm so we can get our potatoes loaded. So you can see that's seem to be doing a little bit better scooping these up, at least for right now. But having the Teletruck here would allow me to keep the tractor attached to the trailer, so I wouldn't have quite so much issues loading it. Anyway, of course, the other thing, leaving the Teletruck down at the store, we can buy some bale spikes for it and bring them all back to the farm at the same time. Potentially, I will probably be going with one of the Anderson bale collectors, and the round one has the best capacity, so I'll stick with that as the main option. So I think if I'm more careful loading these, which I think I can be at this angle, we should get all 12 pallets on the flatbed. Maybe. Huh. Okay. Oops, back up. Lift. Shuffle that crate over. So I think I could maximise capacity by picking them up from the side and loading them narrow side front to back. I'm fairly certain I'll take the second one in because it didn't go far enough. Because there's enough room to stack them the other way and still make, yeah, within the width of the trailer. Oh, yeah, that's probably why issues. That looks okay. A little bit better, okay. Well, we've still got 8 left. Now that one I went too far for. And one of the reasons why I've come to like things like telehandlers rather than front loaders is because you can crab them to get lined up better, or you can crab them as you're loading. So for example, I could position here, which is way too far back, and then just crab in and keep the arms straight. Good. Move it a little bit further over and drop it. So what did we get for the potatoes last time? Something like £1,200 or something ridiculous, so I might make a little bit more this time. Of course, if I wanted to grow sunflowers here, I don't necessarily have to ship them in crates. I should just be able to drop them in the farm silo and ship them in a grain cart. And because they're stored in a silo, I can leave them on the farm for a lot longer than I'm willing to leave potatoes. Although it's winter, I mean, it's not like the potatoes are going to be getting all rotten and fungusy because it's too hot. And there we go. So 5 left. Oh, it might have been 2,000. So maybe we'll make 2,500. Woohoo! So much money. Plus, we're already planning to sell sunflowers this year. that one was a little bit too far back on the trailer. What I'm going to try and do is do that. There now. Okay, definitely enough room on the back there for one more. So these will all fit. We'll strap them all down and sink the forks into the snow and hope we get them well. No dancing pallets so far, so that's also a good thing. If I line this up right at the back, I think potentially I could fit 7 rows of pallets on this trailer. It would have to be incredibly accurate. Oops, not that one, that one. I kind of wonder if I could unload these pallets into the grain cart anyway and just ship them all that way. I mean, we got the flatbed, so it doesn't really matter whether I ship them on the flatbed or on the on a grain cart. It's just that in general, it doesn't take quite as long to load a grain cart as it does to load a flatbed. Okay, let's do that. That's good enough. Place it flat and try that. I think I've ever seen YouTube farmers using pallet forks for anything. Mostly, yeah. Those that do baling will use bale spikes on a tractor. But pallet forks, I only really seen people using them in Farm Sim. And whoa, bye. Huh. Oh, this could be a problem. Well, the first of the dancing bale pallets. How do I get this out of here? I'm going to have to throw it over the hedge so I can get through the hedge. Oh, did we just empty some of? We just emptied some of those into the pig feeding area. Well,